Hi everyone, Dervla coming to you live this evening, and to be honest, coming on live I wasn't quite sure what topic I would talk about. I have a few ideas going around in my head, but I think I'm going to go with this one, and it's talking about money, your money story leading up to Christmas. And I know I don't tend to like using the C word this early on, but however, for those some people, it's important to acknowledge it. It's important to talk about it, and how maybe stress and anxiety may be showing up in your money story because of expectations, etc., around this time of year. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dervla Clark, and I live and work from home in the west of Ireland here, and I help heart-centered spiritual women in business to release the fears, the craps, the limiting beliefs that are holding you back from creating the life and business that you desire. And I also look at your money story, and your money story can go right back to your birth. It can go into stories from 0 to 7, from your teenage years, even into past lives. So it's not just a one-hit wonder when I go looking at your money story. It's very much a holistic viewpoint that I take when we're looking at that, because there can be many disempowering beliefs, patterns of behavior and ancestral energy that you're holding on to that you don't even realize you're holding on to. And that's why I love the work that I do, because it's deep, it's profound, it's not for everybody. It takes time, it takes commitment in your time, in your energy, in your money to show up and to do the deeper work so that you can shine bright like the diamond you are, and to uncover and peel back the layers, the shadow sides of ourselves that are preventing us from truly stepping into our own power, from truly stepping into our own abundance in all levels, not just money, because money in itself is energy. However, if we're not feeling happy and feeling centered and feeling grounded in ourselves, well, then we may find that it's we may squander it, or it just sits there, or we disrespect it in some way energetically, and it's not used in a way that brings us joy, that brings us freedom, which it can be an amazing tool to bring opportunities and possibilities and growth and expansion to us. So if any of this resonates, please do like, comment and share this video with your friends. I do have one-to-one spaces available to work with me at the moment. Limited spaces, and my prices are increasing on the 1st of November. So if you want to chat to me, get in there now to book your place at the current level of investment. I have various packages, and we'll chat to see which package is most suitable for you at this point in your journey. And I am very excited about a VIP opportunity that I'm offering for 6 women starting to work with me in January 2019 for 10 months, where we go in each month and we look at a different theme in relation to yourself as a woman, in relation to your money story, in relation to patterns and behaviors that you've taken on, so that we can release them, let them go, and open up and expand your heart and your soul and your physical being into the amazing, miraculous being that you are here to be. So if you are interested in chatting to me, private message me. That really needs to have well, all of my packages, I really prefer to chat to you first, unless you've worked with me already, unless you know me quite well through different circles. But private message me. But for the VIPs and any of the other packages, I really need to chat to you to see if we're a good fit to work together, because I respect my energy more and more each day. I'm learning. I've been on a massive learning curve with finding out what works and what doesn't, letting go what doesn't work for me personally and in my business. So enough said about that. So back to talking about Christmas. I just want you to tune in and just think about your financial story in relation to Christmas coming up. Now, whether you're single, whether you're in a partnership, whether you're married, whether you have small children, whether you have teenage children, whether you have children grown up and coming back, let me know who's joining me live. I see someone commenting or clicking the likes. And it is a time for, it can be a time to get lost in lots of different expenses. We can put ourselves under lots of pressure to be spending in ways because we might feel that we have to, or we'll be judged negatively if we don't. And I always recall the story of a woman that I knew many, many years ago. And we were talking about Christmas, and I'm trying to think, did I have children? Maybe if I did have children at the time, they were only babies, they were tiny beings. And I remember her talking about going, borrowing money from the credit union for Christmas to buy presents for in-laws. And I was like, what? I was like, you're going to borrow money to buy Christmas presents? And she was like, yeah. She said, if I don't, oh my God, she said, people won't be happy. And I was like, she spent the rest of the year paying off, buying presents for this one time of the year. And my interpretation, my perception was, this is crazy. You're putting yourself under pressure. She was newly married, I think maybe small children. And I was like, this is crazy stuff. So how many more people do that? How many more people are actually borrowing money to actually keep up with the Joneses, to keep up appearances, to keep up, well, here's a lovely present, when behind the scenes maybe you're feeling quietly resentful, maybe you don't particularly want to buy a present. And for me, a present really comes from being present when you're buying that gift for somebody, and that you want to give to them from a place of love, not from a place of obligation, not from a place of, well, if I don't give, I'll be judged as being greedy or selfish or as being not a very nice person. And all of this stuff can come up. And Christmas can be a very emotive time around family. Even in the best of families, stuff can be triggered, and it can bring up unresolved issues from the past. So if it's a time that you find quite challenging, well then let me know in the comments below, and let me know if there's anything in particular that shows up, because I'm feeling drawn to kind of be coming over the next few weeks talking about this, because it is a reality for many, many people. And this, it doesn't matter whether, you know, I talk about different levels, because the women I work with are at different levels of business. Some are just starting off, some are well-established business owners, some have been, you know, right up there, quite close to, or maybe in the six-figure business realm. But there's still aspects of this that creep in, and old patterns of behaviour that are not serving you, regardless of how much money you want. And this is not about being Scrooge. This is not about being tight. This is not about being contracted with your money story. This is about noticing, where are you honouring yourself, and where are you honouring the money that you do have? How are you treating it? Are you treating it with respect, or are you you know, buying things out of obligation, or being wasteful and mindless with it, as opposed to being mindful? And there's so much I can talk about this, but I'm going to do a little bit of tapping round with this routine, because I know there are some women out there who are feeling already financial pressure around the whole Christmas situation, particularly if there's small children. And I want to be mindful here now. So if you do have small children, I suggest that you put your earphones in for while you're watching this video, and take time out and give yourself the gift of time. And if you're new to tapping, take full responsibility for your own health and well-being while tapping. It can bring up some strong emotions. That is actually good, because it's showing that there's deeper layers for you to heal. And if that's the case and you want to chat with me, don't delay, private message me, because you really want to get rid of that this year, as opposed to bringing it into another 2019 vibration. So it's better up and out than in, is what I say. And if you're new to tapping and you don't know how to do it, pause this video at this stage, go to my YouTube channel, Dervla Clark, or go to my playlist on my page here, facebook.com/Dervla Clark EFT, and you will find very simple, easy to follow along videos on EFT tapping. And it's one of the modalities I use, but it's one that I'm going to use today, and I'm really only touching the surface and giving you the tip of the iceberg, is in relation to what we can do in shifting aspects of your money story. Okay, so I want to keep an eye on the time. So I'm going to set the intention that I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 rounds. Yeah, probably let's set the intention for 3 rounds of tapping, to release some of that expectation, some of that stress that may be showing up already around Christmas. So I want you to think about the Christmas period, and you can associate this with your money story, or maybe you can associate it with expectations around going to Christmas parties, expectations about going to work parties, expectations around spending time with family that maybe you end up feeling really stressed out about. Expectations maybe that you have to invite people to dinner, expectations that you have to do all the cooking yourself and that you end up just feeling tired and exhausted and want to go to bed and hide. And this can be what shows up for some women. So let's begin tapping. Think about that situation. Think about, imagine, would say, what I want you to focus on is the stress maybe and any anxieties that rise in your body around Christmas. If you're somebody who absolutely adores Christmas and it's all hunky-dory and you've never had an issue with family, you've never had an issue with money around Christmas, well then maybe this video is not for you. Or alternatively, think of something that is stressing you out and just substitute your own situation and tap along with me, because you'll gain borrowed benefits from doing that. Enough said. So let's begin. So thinking about Christmas, and I'm just going to pause a second and just tune in what's coming through for me. Okay, so I just feel the need here to share that a thing that if you want to, and I'm not an accountant and I'm not a money manager, I'm still learning about that side of it myself, but savings came up with talking with a client one day, and if you don't have savings, it could be a good idea even at this point in time, if you want to set up a simple account in a credit union or a post office account, or if you're watching me from abroad, I'm not sure what institutions you have, or savings account or whatever, or put it in a jar that you cannot touch, or give it to somebody to manage for you, and build it up as a point of savings for yourself, because it's amazing how we can live without a percentage of our income. We might tell ourselves we can't, but in my experience we can. I do this regardless of how high or how low my income has been. Put a certain percentage in savings away every week, and then my choice is I can leave it there or I can take it out. So if you don't already have a savings account, just look at, it could be even starting off with €5 a week, and get into the habit of putting money aside. And I'm going to be talking more about this in my program, VIP program. We'll be looking more at the different aspects of money management, following just maybe models from other people I'm learning from. Okay, I'm getting distracted now. I actually just feel this is such a massive topic that I'm finding it difficult to hone in on this energetically, so just bear with me a second. Oh man, I'm going to go straight in. Even though I'm feeling some stress and anxiety around the Christmas period coming up, I know it's quite a number of weeks away, but if I think of it, I go into stress mode. I deeply and completely love, honour, accept and forgive myself. Even though when I think of Christmas, it puts me into a headspin. I think of the expense of the extra food, if I buy extra drink, if I buy presents, decorations, maybe I have events to go to, outfits to buy, expectations that I have to show up to parties that maybe I don't even want to go to, expectations to spend. Oh my God, it just sets me into overdrive and overwhelm. But I can choose to relax and be prepared so that I can have a peaceful, calm, happy Christmas, maybe for the first time ever. I deeply and completely love, honour, accept and forgive myself. Even though I've been taken on society's expectations of what I should do, of what's right for me in a way to spend my money, what's right for me in a way to show up at Christmas, but deep inside I'm holding on to stress, anxiety and resentment, and sometimes even anger. This angers me because sometimes I just want to run away from the whole lot and just wake up when it's done and over with. I deeply and completely love, accept and honour all of those people whose beliefs that I have taken on as my own. But I choose now to let that energy go once and for all. Breathing in, breathing out, and do have plenty of water, drink plenty of water after doing this live stream. And this is likely to bring up some emotion for some people. I know on some of my live streams, some people comment publicly, some people send me private messages. So this work is deep, it's powerful. So keep tapping. If you're still, stuff is coming up, well, I would say be persistent, keep tapping and tap on the truth of exactly what's showing up for you. All of the stress and anxiety around getting financially and emotionally and physically prepared for Christmas. Oh my God, so much pressure to look right, so much pressure to have all the food right, so much pressure to be the best cook, to look well, to smile, to be happy, to have the presents sorted, to have everything sorted so that everybody else has a happy, happy Christmas. But maybe there's a part of me that has neglected myself so many Christmases to the point where I feel tired, to the point where I feel resentful, to the point where I'm wearing a mask and I pretend that I'm happy, but deep down this stuff is just not really working for me. I wonder what it would be like to start releasing some of that stress now, well in advance of before Christmas Eve and Christmas Day comes, so that I can be happy, so that I can feel the joy of Christmas, and that I can look at my presents, not just the presents under the tree, or the ones that I give, or maybe the ones that I receive. Maybe I get presents and I don't even like them, but I have to pretend that I like them, because if I don't, I'll be seen as being ungrateful and bitchy. Oh my God, so much pressure coming in from all angles. Nobody talks about this crap. Nobody talks about this crap. Oh my God, but what if it's time? What if it's time to honour that part of me that feels stressed out, that feels anxious around the lead up to Christmas? And then it feels maybe like the crescendo down when it's all done and over with. It's like, what was all that for? One day in the year, so much pressure to have the happy family, so much pressure to have the picture perfect photos, so much pressure to have the proper presents, so much pressure to spend money on stuff that maybe I don't even want to spend money on stuff, because I'm afraid that if I don't, that people might think I'm greedy or selfish, or I'm just a walking bitch. Oh my God, so much anger, frustration, resentment, stress that can come in around Christmas. But nobody seems to be vocalising this. Well, maybe it's time to tap along with Derv and clear this crap once and for all. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And now what I want you to do is just take a look at or feel into, I actually forgot to say, to measure your discomfort at the beginning of the live stream on a scale of 0 to 10. How high was it? Guess what it was in the beginning. I don't think I mentioned that in this video. I always tend to measure everything because it's a great way to seeing how much you've shifted. And even if you've gone down one notch, it means that you have cleared stuff. The very fact that you're showing up and you're tapping along with me, you're shifting energy, because you're clearing the stuff, the stuck energy that's held in the meridians of the body that bring illness, disease, distress, anxiety into your system. So we don't want that. We want you to feel happy, to feel joyful, to feel alive in as much as possible. We're human. We're not here to be happy clappy 24/7. However, we can feel more joyful more of the time. Okay, so now check, has it shifted? Check, has it moved? If there's tears coming up, that's fine. Stuff coming out to be released. You may be yawning, you may be burping, you may start to feel tired. They're all evidence that you are actually shifting energy that is stuck in your energy system, and it's better to release it, because you will feel lighter, you will feel more joyful. It may feel uncomfortable for a while. However, in my experiences, after that discomfort, you will feel more freedom, feel lighter energetically. So now I'm going to do a positive round, and I want you to tune in now I want you to imagine that you can have the best Christmas you have ever had. Because let's face it, sometimes with Christmases, and this has been my own experiences, if we've had trauma around Christmas time in the past, Christmases can subconsciously trigger so much unresolved family stuff and trauma within us. And until we look at those aspects within us, we will continue to feel the discomfort. We will continue maybe to shed those silent tears. We will continue to feel resentment, to continue to feel that inner child within us that wasn't nourished, that wasn't nurtured at that time of year and throughout your childhood. If that's not resolved, and that emotional pain that can manifest as physical pain, I know about that so well, it will continue to show up in different aspects. The world will reflect different aspects around this time to actually trigger you and show you that stuff is not resolved. So imagine having the best Christmas that you've had yet. So let's tap. Even though there have been aspects of Christmas in the past that I have dreaded, that I have disliked, but what if I can get excited about Christmas this year? It's still many weeks away, but what if I can commit to working on my energy system now so that I can clear that stuff, so that in-laws don't trigger me, so that my siblings don't trigger me, so that my children don't trigger me, so that my friends don't trigger me, because I can be very good at blaming them. But what if it's not them? What if it's something that's unresolved within me that needs some healing? I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept all of me. Even though I have difficulty imagining that I could have the best Christmas yet. What if I could be open to possibilities? What if I could be open to playful magic? What if I could connect with that inner child in me and have some fun, some laughter, some play, and just be my silly self? I deeply and completely look forward to that new experience. Tapping through the points. I have an itchy ear, excuse me. Oh my God, what's that about? Somebody doesn't want to listen to something maybe as I'm tapping this. All of this Christmas energy. What if I can create a new Christmas story for myself? What if I can let myself off the hook? What if I can let the pressure of myself to be perfect, to have everything perfect? And what if I can come up with ideas and suggestions that I can be more of a money manager, that I can manage my money in a better way, that maybe I can have open discussions about maybe doing Kris Kringle this year instead of buying for everyone, because maybe there's a charity out there that I might want to contribute to instead. I can do what's right for me. It doesn't matter what's right for Dervla or what's right for anybody else. I can choose to tune in to what feels right for me and my family. Letting this all go, opening up the channels of communication so that I can communicate my desires, my dreams for an amazing, fun-filled, relaxing, nourishing Christmas in 2018. Deep breath in, blow all the way out, and I'm just guided to do one more positive round. I choose to have a happy Christmas. I choose to know that over the next few weeks, I can come back to this live stream and tap the crap that I've been holding onto around my Christmas story. Or what if I need some deeper work? I can reach out and ask for help. Oh my God, imagine being so relaxed and so calm and so happy and so in love with myself and in love with my home and my family at Christmas. It is possible, but maybe there's just some work for me to do in the meantime. And I choose to get started right here, right now. I choose to believe that I can have an amazing, fun-filled, vibrant, abundant Christmas. I choose to be open up to receive ideas and inspiration in ways that I can manage my money better on the lead up to Christmas and beyond. I choose to respect my money. I choose to have a chat with my money. I choose to sit down and have an honest chat with myself and write down ways that I've been leaking my money in the weeks and days up until Christmas. I wonder what I can let go of this year so that I can honor myself and my money story and my family more and more each day. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Excited now to see what shifts in the lead up to Christmas. And I can choose to say no if I don't want to go to a party. And if I feel uncomfortable, I can just tap that out of myself and stand in my power and stand up for what I believe in to be true, for what works for me. Breathing in, breathing out. Hands on heart. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, that's just some fun tapping. It might not have been fun in the very beginning for you if you've brought up uncomfortable stuff. So I suggest that if you have a history of feeling uncomfortable around Christmas, or if there are patterns that show up in your family that you find disturbing, distressing, or if there's old unresolved memories around maybe fighting, around arguing, around, in Ireland there can be a particular theme around overuse of alcohol over Christmas that actually can take away a lot of the magic and the enjoyment that can actually be the reality of Christmas. So if that has been the case for you, and if you have a pattern that you want to release in relation to the energy and in relation to your money story, reach out, private message me. We'll have a chat and let's get started. Let's get started sooner rather than later. Please don't hold on to this and be going around miserable at Christmas time. Please do not hold on to this going into 2019. You deserve better. You deserve more. You deserve attention. You deserve support. You deserve to live abundantly in a way that suits you. My interpretation of abundance may be very different to yours. It doesn't matter what it feels like. It's possible because if you desire it, it's in your energetic field and it is possible for you to call it in. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Take care. Have an amazing day, evening, night, wherever you are. And please private message me very soon because I have limited spaces. And as I say, from the 31st of October or the 1st of November, my prices are increasing. So get in there now so you can save some money and you can treat yourself in another way, or whatever way you choose to spend your money. That's it. Any questions, post them in the comments below. Let me know how this has been. It might seem like a bit of a crazy idea to come on tapping about this, but it's what's coming in. It's one of the topics that come in. So let's see what comes up in the next live stream. Take care. Bye for now.